Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the way I feel right now. I feel like I'm under the gun. I can't help but think that the whole idea of ethics in government in the city of Carson, well, how can I say it? It appears that the that there are members of the Carson City Council who don't care, and they should be very careful from this point on. We have a serious problem that goes back as far as 1971. 3 years after the city was incorporated, we've had three members of the city council who were ultimately convicted of extortion and accepting bribes. And it had occurred on and off for over 40 years. 40 years. My brothers and I moved to Carson in 2002. Little did I know that I would be a witness to the same kind of influence peddling that had plagued this city for so long. And the irony is that the person who brought down Mayor Darrell Sweeney and others is the same guy who was responsible for the indictment and ultimate conviction of Mayor Omar Bradley in Compton. I don't know how he got a job with the city of Carson. I think at this point, the city should consider developing a comprehensive ethics program, including a stronger code of ethics. The one we have right now was written so that it doesn't apply to elected officials. Two, we need an independent ethics commission to adjudicate complaints, not just against elected and other public officials, but management and city employees. Three, there needs to be a comprehensive ethics education program so that everybody involved in city government is aware of what is legal, what isn't legal, what is right, and what is wrong. Now, there are people who will take issue with what I'm saying, but we have a legacy of corruption to overcome in this city, and the only way we can do it is to make sure that the potential for corruption, the potential for wrongdoing does not exist. And finally, There should be an independent ethics administrator, somebody who is well versed in conflict of interest and ethics regulations in general. The problems we have with the conduct that is that happens regularly at city council meeting, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's more than behaving in an ethical manner. It's more than avoiding conflict of interest. It goes right down to the root of human existence. The foremost rule of ethical behavior should be do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In closing, I want to impress upon people that no matter how hard I work to get this program started, unless the average citizen is willing to get involved, it's not going to work. Nothing the city does from this point on will matter if the seeds of corruption, if the ability of people to come in and influence legislative decisions, if they are allowed to come in unimpeded, we have nobody to blame but ourselves. And I fear that the legacy of corruption will continue. So ultimately it's up to us. And remember, we do have a municipal election next year in March. So we have to hold our elected officials responsible for their own conduct, for their own action, and most of all, how they treat others. I personally refuse to be a party to unethical behavior any longer. And if I have anything to do with it, I will put a stop to it. Thank you.